Well, welcome back to Luke Automotive Services. I'm gonna have to let that cool down for a bit. I drove that beautiful girl down here today. I think I'll pull the rear wheels off, see if I can get the drums off, because somebody put lugs on it that swaged the drum onto the lug studs. This has the aluminum rear drums on it for like 10 pounds less rotating mass on the drivetrain. Man, I need to wax that thing. Poor car. Need to give him some love tonight. Anyway, I gotta wait for this to cool down, so I'm gonna pull the Buick around onto the alignment rack and give the brakes a little bit of love. Ooh, white flash. I love that car. I would like to do a different hood on it, but that's the hood that came on it. This was a super stock nostalgia car for many years of its life. I think from 90, well, before 96. It was redone in 96 to what you see now. And it's a fun little cruiser. I just kind of play around and come into work in it, and it's a quite relaxing vehicle to drive. It's got a great sound system coming out of the exhaust. Well, let me get up on the rack. Best looking back end of the 60s car. I just love that full length panel. So my dilemma is, you can see these witness marks on all 5 of these. More than likely, when this thing had weld race wheels on it, they used a full shank design, and the shank was too long and it went all the way down and contacted and kind of swaged these into place. So I'm actually going to just take the lug studs and knock them in, which should break the swage and allow me to get my drum off. So a little more than normally. Normally this would just come right off, but that's not the scenario in my case. These were once much longer studs. They've been cut back down. Oh, come on, get on there, guy. You can do it! Oop, might have buggered him up. Maybe it's the stud. No, it's the lug. I messed it up. I didn't thread it on far enough, did I? Looking okay. New shoes, new hardware. Those lug nut studs are not engaged. Like, I moved them a little bit, but I think those are the incorrect stud for this car. That's a little terrifying. But they were in strong enough to hold torque, so I guess they weren't going to go anywhere, but I'm going to get some new lug studs for it. So, let me call on that. These drums have been warmed up a time or two. I think I'll go ahead and cut them just to make them true. And then we'll be on the road to recovery. So, good deal. I was having problems with my rear brakes locking up under panic stops. And one, they're adjusted up too far. Two, the drums are, you know, I mean, they've got some irregularities. I was afraid it was like into the rivets, but this is actually, it's maybe, I don't even think it's been cut once. It might have been. I guess I could measure it. I don't know what that is. Impurity in the casting, maybe? That's weird. Now let's cut them, make them round. Alright, looks pretty good. You can see there was some spots that it missed on the first cut. Second cut is doing pretty good so far. I think it's going to be a 2 cut. Basically about 9 thou off of the diameter. And so that'll measure it. It should be okay. Alright, so I got my aluminum drums cut, reinstalled. I need to torque my wheels, and that'll be it for today on this old girl. I am going to be putting a disc brake conversion up front. Nothing fancy. This is just a drive around car. Enjoy the noises it makes. So we've got a kit here that I'm going to put in it, and I need to find a dual master for it because this thing's still running a single master. So I'm going to upgrade it to a dual master with front disc brakes, and I'm going to keep it manual brakes. I figured I like the way it feels, so that'll be next. Front disc brake conversion on this one coming your way. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, leave us a comment below, and have a safe and fun day. It's gorgeous outside today. It was like 62 degrees, sunny, and not a cloud in the sky this morning when I drove in. It's a beautiful drive. Get out there and drive them, guys.